What is going on, everyone? Badger here. Should have like and sub, and let's get into this. Starfield, the one that gave us the famous as rant, pronouns. Either way, the Starfield's first expansion is out. They had all the time in the world to add in storyline and crafted planets and make all the mistakes of the past fixed. And did they do it? Apparently not. And so, just for context, I did play through the game 2.5 times, like all the way through, beat every quest, did their new game plus, which is central to their storyline, did another full playthrough, and then somewhere in the middle of my third playthrough, it's just look, it is fun being in space, and it's fun building your own spaceships, and but the lack of tailored quests, rinse and repeat content, and then yes, some of the more overt ideology characters and missions, it's not Skyrim, which is mentioned here basically. So mostly negative reviews, and the player count has declined by 95% in a little over a year, and I'm one of them. I've not played this game in months, never actually bought it. I got it for free through Game Pass. I'm certainly not buying this DLC. I can see here September 30th is when it came out for $30 on top of the $70 game that I never purchased because, like I said, Game Pass, which is we're finding out one of the major reasons that they're losing profitability, because shocker, putting big games like this for free on a service that only costs, well, at this point, $20 a month is still not exactly viable to them. So we've got the reviews coming in. The story is boring AF. Would recommend if you have insomnia, need to work the next day. Now, notably, House Varun was one of the missing characters. You get a companion, but the actual house, no one knows where the planet is. They're hidden, and they're a villain faction. Or someone you fight, rather, even if they're not villains per se. This is the one that was supposed to show their home planet. It's more Starfield, neither good nor bad, just meh. Not bad enough to not recommend it, but also not good enough to at full price. Wait for sale. Yeah, make of that what you will. I would probably pay like $3 or $4 on a sale to buy it. If you enjoyed the base game, you'll enjoy the DLC. If you didn't like the base game, this DLC isn't going to change your mind. This is not some big upgrade to the game, and that's what we thought it was going to be. We saw them adding vehicles and other smaller. Everyone was hoping for a cyberpunk type glow up, which it looks like it's not going to get. Starfield, now Shattered Space, feels like a game made by a bunch of retired in-place managers doing the bare minimum to meet requirements, directing a bunch of outsourced labor to create the most mediocre product possible. Which is probably not far off the mark. It's an incredibly lazy game all around. The main thing this game and its DLC has done is collectively and severely lower everyone's expectations for Elder Scrolls 6. Facts. No new features, no fixes to the fact that this game is still a boring mess, not even an attempt to fix the game's core issues, and they released it for $40. What a joke. The writing for this game is just awful. The DLC is supposed to take place on the religious zealots' homeland of, like I said, House Varun. You'd think the story would be more dark, but every time something evil is about to go down, NPCs be like, gee golly, outsider, you don't want to do that. It would be, yeah, you get the idea. Let's hope Bethesda hires better writers for Elder Scrolls. See, just worrying people about Elder Scrolls. Congrats. One of my biggest complaints is all of the procedurally generated planets. Not for me. Exploration was pointless because it was a randomly generated. Nothing you found really mattered. There was only like one planet that had a tailored quest line, and it just wasn't all that. The DLC is pretty boring. Go figure. The NPC dialogue puts me to sleep. Some of the quests are buggy. Driving the Rev 8 around is extremely tedious as it gets caught on every stick you try to drive through. When Skyrim's first DLC came out, it gave us Vampire Lord and Vampire Werewolf skill trees. When Fallout 4's first DLC came out, it gave us build your own robot companions. Starfield gives us, nothing. Old man, Kiwi dollars. Oh man, what a deal. Yeah, okay, there you go. I'm going to play Skyrim now. And speaking to that, and we'll move on to that. People are only playing. So you see this. Here's Starfield, 10,000 players right now, 15,000 players in the last 24 hours. Here's Skyrim, 19,000 players right now and 21,000 players in the past 24 hours. So people are just going back to play Skyrim, and that is one of the big mistakes that Todd thought that everyone would just mod this up and fix his mistakes. But what he didn't understand is that Skyrim developed a tailored, handcrafted world of obviously Skyrim that people actually liked. And this Starfield, where it's just a procedurally generated and a bunch of empty planets, there's nothing there for modders to latch onto. And so you're not seeing the same replay ability. And also, space, fantasy, fantasy will always probably, at least for the while, trump an RPG modder mindset. Either way, let me know what you think about all this. Are you buying this? You're going to wait for a sale. Did you ever play Starfield, or did you get it like me through Game Pass or some sort of service? Either way, make sure to like, share, and sub. If you have done that, thank you. If you're going to do that, thank you.
Well, bye.